3 weeks ago, I matched with someone on a dating app. 2 days later, the app claims she never existed. My name is Marcus, and what I'm about to tell you might sound impossible, but I need you to hear me out. I downloaded Nexus, this new dating app that promised deeper connections through advanced compatibility algorithms. The interface was sleek, almost too perfect, with this subtle pulsing animation that seemed to sync with your heartbeat as you scrolled through profiles. Within hours, I had my first match. Sarah Chun, a 28-year-old graphic designer who loved horror movies and late-night coffee runs at this place she described in vivid detail. We talked for days, sharing everything from childhood fears to our weirdest dreams, those vulnerable moments you don't usually share with strangers. The conversation felt so natural, so real, like we'd known each other for years instead of hours. Then, one morning she was gone. Not just unmatched, not blocked, but completely erased. Her profile, our messages, everything we'd shared. When I contacted Nexus support, they insisted no user by that name had ever existed on their platform. But I remembered every detail. Her laugh through voice messages. The photo of her cat Mr. Whiskers, how she always typed instead of using emojis. The way she described her favorite coffee order with unnecessary precision. I thought I was losing my mind until I started digging deeper. But here's where it gets weird. Dr. Elena Rodriguez from MIT's Digital Psychology Lab has documented cases where users report what she calls phantom matches. Conversations they swear happened but leave no digital trace. The documented accounts are eerily similar to mine, and I'm not alone in this experience. Jessica from Portland described matching with Tom, a veterinarian who shared detailed stories about rescue animals, complete with names and personalities. After a week of constant messaging, he vanished completely. When she showed screenshots to friends, the images appeared corrupted, unreadable, like they'd been deliberately scrambled. Michael from Chicago reported matching with Anna, who discussed her thesis on artificial intelligence ethics in remarkable depth. The irony wasn't lost on him when she disappeared without explanation, leaving him questioning whether he'd been talking to the very artificial intelligence she'd been researching. Then I discovered something that changed everything. It happened again with David, a marine biologist who sent me pictures of bioluminescent jellyfish from his research expeditions. 3 days of deep conversations about ocean mysteries, the unexplored depths, creatures we haven't even discovered yet. Then complete digital erasure like he'd never existed. The pattern was becoming impossible to ignore, and I realized this wasn't about me going crazy or misremembering details. The context here is crucial because we're living through the largest social experiment in human history. Dating apps process over 1.6 billion swipes daily, creating digital relationships that exist only in algorithmic space in servers and data centers we'll never see. These platforms have become the primary way people form romantic connections, yet we barely understand how they actually work behind the scenes. These testimonies I've collected through anonymous forums and support groups reveal a disturbing pattern that crosses demographics, age groups, and geographical locations. From a research perspective, several explanations emerge that we need to consider objectively. Sophisticated AI chatbots could be gathering emotional data from real users before being quietly removed from platforms. Some cybersecurity experts I've consulted suggest these could be experiments studying how people form digital attachments, testing the boundaries of human connection in virtual spaces. However, the consistency of these reports across different platforms and the specific details people remember challenge simple explanations. The evidence points to something more systematic happening. Has this happened to you? Have you experienced phantom matches or conversations that vanished without explanation? Comment below with your app name because I'm tracking patterns. If you want to know the 3 warning signs I discovered about Nexus and what happened when I tried to delete my account, subscribe because in my next video, I'm revealing documentation I've gathered that suggests someone is running experiments on us, and the implications go far beyond dating apps.